Speaking of who you think you are, who do you think you are? Howard Stern. He upset that black NBA players ignored him courtside. Wow. Howard Stern asks, is everything racial now? Let's talk about it. Now, Howard loves his front row treatment from the New York Knickerbockers. He sounded less appreciative, though, of the treatment he receives from the team's, let me say this the right way, black players? What? Black players. Then he went on this rant that, let's just be real, kind of got weird. Kind of got really weird there, but let's go through it. That black NBA players have largely ignored him when sitting courtside. He said, I'll be sitting next to Tracy Morgan or Chris Rock. You know, they seat you where they seat you. And a lot of times when I'm there, I'm next to Tracy Morgan, who is so funny. And he's sitting there, and like a couple of the players will come over. They give him that bro shake and stuff. Uh-oh, here we go. One standard deviation off of being the good guy. Now we starting to go into some other places. Let's go. And I'm like, these guys should hug me too. Why? They don't know your ass. What do you mean? What do you mean? Front row hugs? Nah, you don't hug all them people. Half them people executives with billions of dollars. You don't even know them. You don't hug them. Nobody that thirsty. Like, your money, my money, my money. Who I know is who I know. Who I recognize is who I recognize. Ooh, Howard getting slapped in the face because front row on full display, and people still don't know who Howard Stern is. Oh, the shock. Okay. I mean, what am I? I grew up in a black neighborhood. You know what I mean? I mean, they should know that, but I get ignored. No, they shouldn't know that. Now, the audacity of this mother sucker. Now, Howard Stern on his worst popular day is probably still more popular than me. But I'm also older, and I'm not in the NBA. I'm not 22 years old listening to YNB something. You know what I mean? So, Howard Stern, a lot of people don't know who you are, just like a lot of people don't know who I am. And it's funny being in the public eye. It is an inner voice in you that always whispers that people noticing you, or that you're going to go there and just get too much attention, whatever it may be, depending on your level of celebrity. Every time I'm out and somebody starts to like do that hover or that look or that squint or that shake of the finger, like, I'm like, here they come. 5, 4, 3, 2, and here they come. But not all the time. Sometimes people do that and they walk right past me. They walk right by me. Sometimes they do it and they're not even thinking of me, not even stunting me, right? Sometimes you go up there to buy, get your Twix and your Cheetos, and you like, you see that young cat, he right in your demographic. You're like, I know he know football. He know me. He's sitting there talking to his boy at the other register about football. And I literally go up there like, all right, here we go. And I pull out the credit card, got my name on it. Dude just rings me up and say, all right, have a nice day, big dog. Don't know who I am, right? I've seen it 1,000 times where one guy in a restaurant will come up to me that actually knows me, and then the rest of the restaurant is like, who's that? Why are you taking pictures with him? Oh, okay, let me Google him. Like, they don't know you everywhere, no matter who in the hell you think you are. So Howard Stern, get off that horse, that high horse right there. Okay, so let's go back to what he said. He said, I want them to talk to me. I want them to come over and go, hey, Howard, fan of the show or something. I don't get that. And you know who comes up to me sometimes? The referees. Womp, 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 wow. White guys and black guys, they'll come up to me. White referees and black. Like, hey, Howard, hey. But yeah, a lot of the white referees. So I'm like, oh, is everything racial now? I know he's doing this so I can do this to talk about him. But boy, he ain't that silly. He ain't that ignorant. Howard Stern, no, damn well them referees older than them players. Stupid. They like they daddies and they granddaddies and uncles out there. And you talking about they recognize you. Yeah, because Howard Stern now, there's too much content. Shock Jock and, Howard Stern, you hear the name, you're like, oh, but these kids don't know who we know. And I don't know who these kids know. Somebody went on a date with Icy Blue or Icy Spice. I don't know. Icy something, I think, right? Whatever. Oh, Jordan Poole, $500,000 they clowning, right? I had to Google, who is Icy Spice? And then, obviously, more popular than me. The thing that caught me off guard, this was crazy, and I don't know her name. I was watching The Ball Drop with Ryan Seacrest like a couple years ago, and it was the YouTuber on there, that super famous YouTuber who has her shows. And, what I noticed from Hello, I was like, who is this? And how is she up there with Ryan Seacrest? And then I listened for like 5 seconds. I was like, damn, she talented. I remember telling my wife, like, you hear how she talks? Like just, but she can just maneuver. I was like bowing down to her talent. Then, of course, guess what I did? Googled her, found out all the stuff she had. Saw she had 20 million followers or subscribers. I was like, oh, that's why you're up there with Ryan Seacrest. Point being, if I saw her front row at a Knicks game and I were an active player or a referee, I wouldn't have said jack to her because I don't know who she is, right? That's the point, Howard Stern. You know that. Don't get crazy. He said, I just get upset. I'm like, fame to me is very important. I'll admit it. I like people to recognize me. I like to think it's a white thing, not my personality. I hope it's racial. That's all. Now, that's the funny part. He's basically like, look, I want y'all to know me. And if y'all don't know me, just say it's because I'm this white guy with an afro. like, that's it. I don't want it to be like, no, because you ain't popular. You ain't popping. You ain't the man. Your show sucks, etc. So he kind of buttoned it up and I think showed some levity or a little tongue in cheek with it. But at the same time, Howard, stop playing, man. Ain't nobody tripping on you. Ain't nobody tripping on none of us. That's the beautiful thing. Like, I think LeBron now, Steph Curry maybe. Like, Steph Curry, I can see go somewhere no one knows who he is. I could put Steph Curry somewhere because that boy next door look and he's 6'3", so it's not like. But LeBron, I don't think you could ever go anywhere and be like, nah, that ain't LeBron, right? Shaq, Doug. Like, there's a list of people. Howard Stern, you're not on that list, is my point. Even though your wallet in your pockets may be.